what Bitcoin is?
No.
You don't know what Bitcoin is?
I think it's money.
Yeah, I think it's money too. Bye-bye. Bye. Can I put you on my YouTube channel? Daddy? Sure. Okay. I'll send you the link. Tell us your name.
Sarah.
Tell me one more time.
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Have a good day. Going to school? Bye. Thanks, Daddy. Bye-bye.
That little girl was cute. It's the next door neighbor's daughter. She will never use paper money. She will grow up in a world that employs cryptocurrency. Okay, I have kind of something serious I want to tell you today, because the crypto world has been abuzz with some discussion about how we're going to take down the bankers, how we're going to how we're going to bring down George Soros. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to go to a Bitcoin ATM and buy some Bitcoin, and that'll teach George Soros a lesson. Yeah, that'll teach him. He'll be quivering. Reminds me of the story of Oedipus. Oedipus learned that fate is influenced by one's own actions, but ultimately fate is determined by influences that are out of our control, greater influences. So what we need to learn to do is to navigate that sea of influences to live our own life in a comfortable manner. And that brings us to cryptos. I did a remote viewing session several years ago that had some pretty far out data. And I published this, and I did a radio show with an author, and we talked about my data. And after that radio show, the author contacted me and said a third party had gotten a hold of him, and the third party wanted to talk to little old me. So I got on the phone on a conference call with these two people, and one of the guys was a person that I call the European man of mystery. This European man of mystery said, "Dick, your remote viewing was very good. We know people who have seen that location, and your work was accurate." I said, "You know people who've been there?" Said, "Yeah." "Who are you?" I said, "Well, told me a little of his background." Okay. Didn't know whether to believe him or not, but he was an interesting character. He said, "We would like you to do some remote viewing for us." I said, "Oh, whoa, hang on. As a remote viewer, you don't just remote view for anybody. We don't remote view for people we don't know. It's like when your mother told you, hey, don't get in the car with strangers. All right, I don't get in the car with strangers. I don't remote view for people. I don't know where they're going to send me. I didn't know this guy." He was cool with that, and he called me back some weeks later, and we just started having conversations. And he started telling me things that were, can you hear the jets going over? They're the F-22s. They take off every time this time of day. So I'm having this conversation with the European man of mystery, and he starts giving me an education in how the world works. It was like Jim Mars talks to Eustace Mullen, who talks to Jordan Maxwell. How those little jets, the little tiny jets, can be that loud is beyond me. I'm talking to this guy, and he's telling me some pretty inside stuff about how the world works. I mean, like, I'm taking notebooks and notebooks full of data. These conversations go on for several years. And very interesting. He wasn't telling me exact secrets. What he was doing was pointing me to published information, things that were already on the internet or published in books. And he would say, here's a topic for you to look up, Dick. Use this search term and see what you find out about this, and then we'll talk. So then he'd call back and we'd have another conversation. And I learned a lot in the last year and a half. Fascinating man, and I hope to be able to get him on this vlog. I think he might do a voice recording with me. We've developed a relationship, and we've developed this cryptocurrency. And I am now working targets for him, and they are damn interesting. One of the things he told me in the course of this education about the system that we're going into was that cryptocurrencies are not something invented by a computer geek, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto. No, we remote viewed that, by the way, and we have interesting results. But cryptocurrencies have actually been designed for some decades. It is the new monetary system. It's all planned, and they're trying to roll this out in a controlled manner. So they're trying to not crash the whole system, but get it over into cryptocurrency. And let me play a little video for you. This is what it is. This is a representation of it. All right, this is the Glen Canyon Dam when they did a stress test and they opened the valves to their full extent and let the water run through the drainage valves of this huge dam all at once. And it looked like that. That's what's going to happen to our monetary system as we switch over to cryptos. There are trillions of dollars of assets in fiat money, which is, it's basically debt. I mean, it's debt upon debt upon debt, quadrillions. And it's all gonna evaporate. But the real assets are going to somehow be moved into cryptocurrency at a force of that water coming out of the dam. Why is that important for us to know? Because we can position ourselves under that stream of water. We can stick the smallest of straws into it and we can become very comfortable. Now, I'm not giving financial advice. Don't trust me. You don't know if I know what I'm talking about. So this is all just for entertainment, amusement, and there's a conversation I had. So don't do anything based on what I say. And as I say that, the sun goes behind a cloud. I am no longer illuminated. But this system is coming, and we can use it to make ourselves quite comfortable. That's the lesson I've been given. And we're doing remote viewing sessions to figure out how to do that. I'm becoming illuminated again. The sun is coming back out. Ah, it's a beautiful day. So what we want to do is we want to avoid the Ponzi scheme coins, because yes, there are Ponzi scheme coins in cryptocurrency. You don't want to get into those. They're called a pump and dump. People are, hey, I've got the greatest new thing. It's only 9/1000th of a cent, but it's going to go up to 90 cents and you'll make a lot of money if you get out of it. Now, we're going to stay away from that. We want to do the systemic coins, the coins that have a purpose. And if you stay with that, you should be able to be comfortable. That's my message. Now, one quick word about this shirt I'm wearing. This is this year's Merry Monarch Hula Festival shirt. A friend of mine was over doing videography for that, and he brought me the shirt. And I want to show you the back of my shirt. The back of the shirt is a picture of the last reigning king of Hawaii, the last king, David Kalakaua. He was called the Merry Monarch. And I had a remote viewing thought, and that remote viewing thought was, what if there was a new king of Hawaii? What if a new monarch emerged, and that new monarch was validated by some international bodies? And what if that new monarch decided to issue a cryptocurrency that somehow involves Hawaii? What would that be? I'm just putting this on the record right now on, is it the 10th or 11th of the Tuesday? I think it's the 11th or the 10th. It's April. Just put that on the record and we'll see what comes of that. Okay, that's the news from the beach. Aloha. One last thing, I want to give you an example of what my daily life is like here in Hawaii. I'm walking back to my car and I hear nice music, and yes, there really are ukulele players that come to the beach and play ukulele, and here's a little taste. Thank you, that's wonderful. Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah, there's a saying, lucky we live Hawaii. It's just like, there's people that just playing ukulele on the beach. We love it.